Ana me start your company media company ne the Turner Broadcasting. Turner Broadcasting no woman start news organizations they say CNN, entertainment channels they say Cartoon Network, near football American football company Atlanta Braves. Yes, our basketball team Atlanta Hawks. And channels and studios they near Obebre. I know no more farming, no me call start your to me rise if it's a company every year or penning over the entire Africa. Even an Amida no for a long time. To see any Muhunu baby, and I say most of these channels any start here. To me, yes, I do a bit and say, oh no, Mr. Sumba said, me starting media, and I feel cost Global Media Alliance. Global Media, and I started was South Africa. But moon on 2000, me buy say, me buy bestra, Timbestra, no. Na me kɔsra former president Kufo nti nkomodie mu no sisa time no ye kɔ second or kɔ second time na ohia emoa ne edidi nkomoti my ideas am ne share that time no ne bebre ofu se to asom nti ona me kasa na me se ne me ba beboa nti 2000 ana je se me ba back 96 me beboa kakra ba ndi ne nye bebre 2000 de me dim ho be share mu to de ma me ne Jake when you baby crow, okay, Juma. From that time now, I'm doing home share MPP politics. To 2000, the Congo boy, Anamica home. Mena Media dream by me started the first presidential debate in Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah, just a boy in the election, as you saw, me this satellite phones, at a mobile phones in North. And about a boy, team quality resource. In Tentaman, Yakupon boy, 2000, to me when here. Tie when here no me dey na me page ma wa ban mo that time nti nka je president go for say me ye medjuma o ka say o hia say young people be back to Ghana no ma be start ejuma nti started back he been play ye kakra nti je by 2003 there na me yi me company no Global Media no about Ghana ye ba Ghana so no yeah it hasn't been bad the Ghana media company say dimo pa ye ka ho. And our companies is the last 20 years. Omotimi pia Ghana akona ni mu ayeka ho. No ma bebre akoso ha. Senye ye boa ma ya na yeka ho. Bi need to say opening ceremony of Can 28 ye your friend is saying CNN so ye be big event to krom ha. Na media for the training bebre pa. Ye training bebre pa. Nti yezo de kakra yeso ne de boa o mine no ye companies ne bi ne Happy FM e bi ne YFM e bi ne Silverbird Cinemas in fact more ye best start organ ya ne ka ho ye ne the late Mr. Osu Chan ye kabo mu na itimi ye Accra Mall ne malls o bia nti so hwe ne sade a ye timi so in our own way in the creative industry ne yeso yaboa. But ninyi na chino na meso na politics na me ye ne kakra ba na ye de ye tarachi ne but 2014 after court case no am fu say me call me na ne di nkomo na say de me say me yimanim na me boa nti 2016 elections me na me director of administration and logistics for the entire campaign. December sure one election ya logistics ya ho amasem was 2016. So me boy you set up a coalition system ne bibia Yakupon Daroma ye win 2016. Ye win here na catch him say ne obe say me kwai na nimsifo e China. And I just me jam adwuma no to ho. Na just me call China kokosom na nane o Ghana for 4 years. Kakra me tin aka.
Ma me mbusa say any special reason the ntia na amanyesem no mu kakra na so na pese oye na menka se kokoam on na hu di wa bonti mi say oye pa
oh na but na who say maybe I remember a platform so and I said yeah your friend is saying mainly be a platform talking and I mean yeah but strategies be ready election you know ma be ready call near ba the nani na me count and the penny name but no people sometimes I don't know one standing for MP I don't know one person or minister to be honest that time no na the kubia and your home person who is no more being obvious. So you know, beside time, I me pride in it. I me feel say private sector was important for the development of the country. Inti, yes, you say they are near PC betting me one. At a point, we're employing almost 500 people. They say, Krana, you scale it down. My employees here about 300. Inti, if every man be a feeding it for 300, I said, also what they are there, Inti, that's how I saw it. But if you say, Drew, baby, I'm a Juman who's shooting team, you know. I mean, if you say, a Juman, me, I'm in count. Inti, wait me a jar, now quiet, beautiful for. Now they say, they may see man in say, if you say a democracy, maybe I do know. For us to see a me a team Nipano, party management to see a very important. And I feel say, you're penny for no, or moody party, and almost why you're moody on betting. They say near Evans to say, Timmy Beffa baby, a Beffa drew, a Beffa or baby or Moduno. They associate me the coin when I feel say, having had the experience of private sector management, working in big companies, working in politics, and the experience I have now. Mr. Smith, me at Ajibatono, and Mr. Smith, me the aquarium. This is some year drew anymore, this is about Ajibatono, no, so the aquarium anymore. And then as you say, may even anymore. If we say, yes, Mr. Smith, me pushing near the aquarium because me feel say, it's a party team pon, government team pon, because at the end of the day, no party and a warbine. And this a party team pon, tembiano. You have problems with government. In my year, Juma, because I'm here, Juma, CNN. Mandela ever into power. I was one of the young people near Throne speech cramano. I mean, who say, sometimes ANC say, no, no, need Joe, papa, because they're a very strong party. Omoba by Moses Mandela time. You said, a man born is it here. Now, see, I almost have problems, Kakrani, who said, your man was so the city. And if you see a Democrats in a group, they see it running a parties, so they said they running a companies. And I think it's very important. Because we in a year, it will also reflect in the bigger picture of running the country.
All right. I mean, from media side of you, your experience at CNN and what about the Ghanaian media today, so a woman to say.
You see, CNN, American media, and yeah, dear, no. I mean, difference in case. But yeah, problem I always say is Sikani media, Sikani, oh, Chroma, Sikani. You may be a disika because so you see a interview. A nipper home and no one qua. This is a nipper genetry. See, or more here 10. So I say, a nipper almost as a be another beer 10, 15. Plus continuously machines so transmitters so air conditions so everything is working. But unfortunately, no advertising climate never chrome has say now. Sir, and the media companies so yeah Dawson. Yeah. Unfortunately, during the quest for democracy, no, so that time no, now government are media in order for us to deregulate, if you say deregulation, you are year, papa. So what I say, Miss Atanamica, 92, 94, yes, our process, no. I always felt, say, you're BMO, because you're BMO, so if you're a city like Accra, we have almost the same number of radio stations like the city of New York. US media was like that in the 1940s and 50s. Almost started here, no one to say baby, media be they drew baby no more say until what happened was that there was consolidation. In the US crowd no quite and a big media houses, six. And also. But more offshoots be brave. nti aha no saa na ɛsɛ sɛ yɛ so so yɛyɛ ɛsɛ yɛtumi consolidate because yɛ consolidate a it will cut down the cost na kyerɛ sɛ ɛsɛ sɛ yɛtumi ba sɛ obi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔyɛ medicine anaasɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔyɛ law shouldn't be any different from the ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔ into media because me meyɛ adwuma wɔ CNN I was working with some of the brightest people in the world so what I say they could have chosen any profession but wɔn ba hɔ a you never heard anybody say oh nka me kɔ medical school nka me making more money because sometimes we made more money so on the mission nti me feel sɛ ɛhɔ na sɛ ɛsɛ yɛtumi look at media as a business which we can push so what I say and I know it's possible because me cause South Africa and I was part of their media development multi-choice you show her DSTV na one channel called Mnet
yeah
she say you shouldn't be asking baby China baby and it's worth one channel it's worth billions of dollars so share your friend is saying China a lot of media but government is sikagum so what I say US is the same private sector and this sikagum we need to decide how we want to consolidate and move our media forward but in terms of whether the media is doing a good job or a bad job no I think there is one thing that people get wrong obi a wɔyɛ media adwuma biara especially news what adwuma ne sɛ woka deɛ wohu what you see but what you see you know sometimes you know it's also very subjective it's your upbringing wasɔre a wokɔ baby a wo free so many things nti me no nyinaa bɛtumi akɔyɛ story wo angle bɛyɛ totally different from me angle it doesn't mean sɛ woyɛ right ɛna me yɛ wrong anaasɛ me yɛ right ɛna woyɛ wrong deɛ obiara ɛhu yɛ I think where it becomes a problem is where wopɛ sɛ ɔdane story no na suit me anaasɛ wo boss because saa na boss pɛ sɛ wohu no and yɛn problem yɛwɔ ha kakra no sɛ sometimes no media no pɛ sɛ wɔn dane no but in the whole no I think the Ghanaian media are doing a good job we may not always be appreciative but a lot of the stories no what they see and how they report it.
So Ambassador, generally over assess the content of the Ghanaian media and say they are contributed to our democratic dispensation no say
rate it excellent because any media for even at the time that there was only one party rule no a lot of media people stood up for their principles and in that process no a lot of them died a lot of them left the country so if there is one institution in this country which has sacrificed for our democracy is the media.
Have you achieved what influenced your decision to get into the media business?
For me, no, I didn't set out to become a media person. I didn't set out to become a media person. I'm a Coca-Cola in America. At that time, Coca-Cola was the best company for marketing and brand management. Nti obia opeso ye marketing bia no ehọ na woko but to be honest so obekom so no na easy because if you nipa 10,000 applier if you be 500 nti you are dealing with 500 of the brightest na adwuma no na ben CNN it was 1 kilometer away woko Atlanta in those days no na big companies in now downtown Atlanta nti 1990 after the first Gulf War no 91 no that I know master CNN but now a small company nti the founder of CNN at that time Ted Turner we decided say I want to go how can I move fast and become an international big brand global brand you know between if say so put me push here then you need very strong 3 types of people. You need very strong marketing, people who understand how to market. Then you need good accountants. Share Sikanusi amount. And you need good lawyers. I protect it with media people, no man so for. And he made a very simple decision. A consultant, a consultant, and he said, Uncle Coca-Cola, no one pick 10 of the best. No one from Rome. And he Saturday, I'm in Atlanta, and now me, you cook no. Saturdays, I'm a cobuabro, nibi. They be Saturday, I'm in a quiet juma. To one day, many born common, no, say, I will say the UCT and what ideas. I think so with me, a quiet juma at 10. To be honest, I got at 10 and I'm so at 10 there will be artists who prepare one person in the quiet juma. And I say, and in concluding, because I like your ideas. I know catch him. See, Tetena Association Saturday near Atlanta, and he was one of the top richest or 3 or 4. Okay, America, top 10 richest people are no count.
No count.
Now, top 3 most influential people in America.
No count.
No count. And now I sound worried or baby the Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda was one of the top actresses of the time.
Wow.
That I know a unique crowd there, but still, who boni dear. To our car, or the Minko Shia Papano. Yamania, and my cousin, me compare Juma, or can I say, wow. So, let me arrange in my car, Shia Papana. It is so I can't share a colloquy to be said. Me do coach him and won't to me. So I say, what me, auntie.
Ambassador, I don't want to be as a chairman to me.
So, want to me, if you want to meet TV. Then I say, and you are kind, and I'm say, Sir, Odimboko, with me arranging Moko share 10 idea. Why never so share 10? Number 2, the Mebusa and Nissan, I'm quite meet me up on my camera. No, Busa, I'm sad, and I'm simply saying,
with him.
With Tetena, because Mikoka should be as a share Tetena, Ghana, for we say, Mokusha, Omega Museum, no Meboa. Tifotena Fancy, no problem. Today, Friday, I say, hey, Friday. No, I say, okay, over frame. Until Monday, Mohano frame. No, I say, we're arranging meeting until Minko. Today, no, cars were arranging meeting, no. Mikaipa, na me bought tennis at time, no. Na me free tennis never. To cars were arranging meeting, no, cars, so wait to me, I call. And I'm saying, hey, me share me suit. Sometimes the whole committee, so I dress it, pimping. Me share me suit, you know, I say, no. Papa, this is too kind. To the call. Now, who are him, I'm some more, I know, say, maybe foul. To over found at first time I can see mini camera. No, so now open you and I say open camera and I'm say picture in here I'm seeing you now. And now you're calling no. You're bonko moche. See, look at camera and I feel I'm a refi. It was selling in the vision of how the world should be and how he felt say any creative industry, you know. We can play a part, we can change. And that time in Africa, US especially, any near was here in Atlanta. Because you free Africa, now you'll be a mabo, the office and backward will be no other. And the time behind the son Michael, catch him the Binko Home. To me, I say, Michael, so you are very passionate about Africa. You are very passionate about, I'm saying, because I say no. We'll be a free Africa, and I just say, oh dear, here you are hungry. They don't even see the worth in us. No, so then I'm giving you the chance to go and change it.
Wow.
I'm giving you the chance to go and change it. And to me, I say, when do you want to start work? I was shocked. And I'm saying, hey, when do I want to start work? No, I say, yes. Michael say, wait me a man. I'm looking for 10 people. You are my first one. I was so shocked. To me, if you are I'm a chair up and I said, the man has given me a job. And I say, take it. And I'm say, why? And I say, what we are doing at Coca-Cola, no? We are selling bottled cola water. What impact can you make? You may make a lot of money, but you are going to sell information, you are going to create information, and it's going to make a big impact in the world. So I'm say, okay, I'll take the job. To me call home Monday, and then I'm starting tomorrow. So that's how I entered the media. It wasn't like, we were a journalist, we were at that time, my biggest dream was that time was to set up a bottling plant in Ghana. That was what I was thinking of. But I called media, and who said, no, we can use it to change, make a lot of difference. I became a fast learner because I wanted to Africa.
Okay.
And first, so now I'm Jamaica and Caribbean. Now me say, baby, I could be our problems. Baby, I could be our problems. And this time, Mr. T was sales. But me say, we do Ghana no problems. Okay, we be manning a story anymore. To me, by one day, I call newsroom. And I'm saying, say, we're training me how to do news, how to do live. I'm say, okay. We're training me. Sometimes you see, it was very flexible. So I can't say you're a lawyer. I'm training to be a lawyer. I can't say you're an engineer. I'm training to be an engineer. So they taught me how to do live. So I started reporting from Africa. But that was not really my main job. My main job was to make sure that we got the distribution. My main job was to make sure that we got the branding. But I did some of the reporting until we made enough money to put bureaus in some of the African countries. Then later, I had to learn the engineering part because we had to do the distribution. Sometimes you say, Oko Krobiswa, you have to make sure that we see master. Almost in a year, because all those things were very new in Africa. From 92 to about 2000 there, I was very instrumental and one of the key players in shaping the African media, not only in Ghana, but in a lot of African countries. In fact, Ghana say, when I started a breakfast show, about one day, Director General, no BBC. I'm starting to share international news. No, so you started News 5. Now I'm saying breakfast show.
Wow.
No, say, one more, and I'm so bad, one more saying. One show, I'm so bad. A few young people, some of them today, I think, Gifty Auntie was one of them.
Which year was that?
Breakfast show was, I think, in 93 or 94.
93, 94.
And the Chelsea started here. And there was a lot of interest. And we used to buy Joy FM. Joy FM was, I think, probably the first private or second private radio station in Africa when we granted the license. So after Joy in a piece, to buy. There's a kakra no be any day. Kakra. And GBC for started breakfast show. No, it became very, very successful. And yes, I started another program, Koku One-on-One. So that time, no, you catch the Director General and say, the best journalist in Ghana. No, catch him say, Papa Vidi Koku Sechiado. No confusion. That I'm not the best journalist in Ghana. No confusion. No, I'm say, your program. Yes, started Koku One-on-One. And just say, kakra. But we are not here, Ghana and Nigeria, DSTV channels, they say. That are brought programs in Kwana no we. So you Kwani Akokachrom say see it me Africa programs. It's in Nigeria for one start here. And today no it's grown to become Nollywood. At that time now how they ba na kitik. It's started kakra. So that near in containers. You know, say your papa near koto containers. Near your studio productions room kakra. And just another, and also I'm surprised when they say it's a $2 billion or $3 or $4 billion industry in Nigeria, because you started with less than 100,000.
Wow.
So it's the same thing with Ghana, with me. But I think that the Ghana media pretty much has done well and is doing well.
36 minutes after 4, Abusia, you are live on Wound to Me 101.3 and I feel Wound to Me TV. And you may. Yene Ambassador Edward Boateng, former Ghana's ambassador to China, and aiding economy. Jiri yese mubebe the media life of him ebi compa na munya aware, but whom we TV, whom we radio, so now when be grateful to him because one of the few people who inspired me into this media practitioner Kusechi Ado. And I'm also grateful to you, say, Oma also Barcelona.
Michelle, no, so that. I win Ghana Journalist of the Year three times. And I think he's the only person in our history.
Sure.
So far.
Finally, on the media, what makes a media house? Is it about their content? Is it about serving the interests of their audience? And I say, upholding societal principles?
All three.
All three.
Because one, you have to meet the demands of your audience. What do your audience want? Or what do you think you can make your audience want? It's important. Yeah, it started CNN. There was nothing like 24-hour news. news all over the world was at 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. Then there was the late night news at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. It was like that in Ghana, it was like that in Nigeria, it was like that in the US, everywhere, even in UK. But the tennis vision was that I didn't necessarily news here at a particular time. Because at that time, it was a control mechanism. By 8 o'clock, me edit it to what you want it to be. To know this, I say live news. They said here, and live news they cannot be controlled by government. Governments all over the world, whether it's US or China or wherever, if you allow them, they will control the news. Entertainer didn't want that control. So I say Yanko 24 hours. So we decided to use the radio concept because radio people were doing more hour-on-hour news. So let's bring that to TV. So we created something that people didn't know they wanted. But we made them want it. How did we do it? We decided, we'll make our news interesting like radio, and also TV. That's a whole share. Without the pictures, I see news. Then from 10 o'clock, we realize who are the people in the house? Housewives, children, old people, retired people. So we decided from 10 o'clock, we'll create softer news for women to the hospital, as entertainment. Till we change the way of doing things. Now, once we change it, we realize that people wanted it. So what do? We went out to our audience to explain to them, said, so what I say, so we are Juma say, about 8, men prepare home coffee. Because with us, you can get it anytime. And people wanted that. And we even forced our competition to change. So what I say, we forced the big media houses at that time to change. Because we realize I face a nipa 20 and a copy news at 7 or 8 now. They say maybe a nipa 15. Now take 10. And they also had to change. And your first one is to make sure that you know what your audience want and you create it to suit them. So what I say. So you always have to do that research. Why are people watching One to Me and not the other channel? Or why are people shifting from One to Me to another channel? You have to. Then the second one is to make sure that your station is trusted. Trust in media is a very, very important thing. If the audience feel at any time, say, we are a journalist, we are a reporter, now one kind of crowd, they will tune off. In all the big media houses, must survive today, Omudi no kre. Or the audience thinks, Omudi no kre. So what I say. You also have to make sure that you have certain in-house principles that you stick to. And the third one is you need to have the people. And if you don't have people who believe in you, who can push you to your limit, and who will sacrifice and work for you, equipment, this camera you have, this equipment is this way. Anybody can buy it. Look at all the media houses in the world. We're all using the same equipment. The equipment you're using here is no different from what CNN is using, or what BBC or Deutsche Welle or Joy FM or any other. You're using the same equipment because we all buy from the same source. So why is somebody watching, or why are more people watching a particular channel than another thing, than another channel? It goes back to the people you have working there, and basically how hard they are working and putting your programs together. So what you said, you need all three to make a good media house. But those three issues, doesn't only apply to media. Seriously, it applies to even our personal lives, and applies to whatever business you set up. But you need all three, especially good people who believe in your vision.
Ambassador Yanko, China, in 2017, His Excellency the President of the Republic, Penny and another Danko Kuford Ebudin, say, could see a minor name of China. Was it the desire not on nature? And I say, Penny saw in you, say, that office, and I'll be to me as some of mine, Alpha.
It was the second one. He saw it. he as a president, saw it say, me Abranti will call China, wait me, I achieve me go because this is what I want to achieve out of China. Into a friend said me call China no, because because that was not a one and a dream that. Me personally, I was educated in Ghana and the U.S. system, and most of the companies and my friends and I'm not my year Jumano are U.S. based. And even when I went to South Africa, it was more of dealing with U.S. people. So what I say, the China baby, I know it wasn't. Obi also called China. No, I wasn't one of those people. But of course, I called China. No, I decided say, let me make the best out of it. And what can I do to make sure that Boateng president the amount of meeting me achieve? And I learned China and understood how they worked. But the truth of the matter is, the Chinese are not very different from Americans. They work very hard. Apart from, the political system is different. But when it comes to their business approach, it's the same. When it comes to their business approach, it's the same. They are very hardworking. They are very, when they set their mind to something, they will achieve it. So what I say. And it's the same. There's no excuse for failure. So for me, it wasn't any big transition for me. I just realized that you're dealing with the same people. It's just, the only difference is that their political system is different, but their basics of how to achieve success here is the same.
4 years our China responsibility na da ho edema adwumare mu na say.
I think when the history books are written, I believe that our term there from 2017 to 2020 will be fair, will be judged very well. I never like to talk about the MMA year, but we sure know my year. We did a lot, from the Sino Hydro to a lot of projects that were being executed in the government. A lot of them came from China and through our efforts. So I think we did very well. But the projects are important. But for me, what was very interesting and what I think I achieved was that Mikai said Miko presented my credentials. And our Panibusa say, what do I hope to achieve during my term? I say, during my term, I want to make sure that when I leave China, Ghana will sit in the hearts of Chinese people. And equally, China will sit in the hearts of Ghanaians. And also unity. Because I feel, sir, for anything to work, people must understand themselves. So we really put a lot of effort in there. And to your students, I used to engage them a lot. And we're able to increase the student enrollment for Ghanaians in China from 4,000 to about 6,750. They say Ghana has the second highest number of students studying in China. Because when there is more interaction, we'll get to understand ourselves better. Then also, within the Ghanaian community living there, we made a lot of inroads to make sure that they had better living conditions. Then we also did a lot of projects with the Chinese people to make sure that they also understood where we as Ghanaians were coming from. Because you cannot do business with people if you don't understand each other. So what I say, you can't. So we worked hard on that, and I believe since the time of President Kwame Nkrumah, we established a diplomatic relation. Our time reached that high level. Our time reached that high level. So I was very proud of achieving that. Now, I say, now I call gym. First time I call gym, most of the time I call diplomatic gym. Now I call gym Chinese gym. And obviously I was the only black person who be brain for the first time. Because first, because Minka Chinese, I developed a very good relationship with them. And then I called Jim, I said, I call Ghana, and I call maybe half the kids worked. That the need to tell you. Half the kids, they just broke down in tears. Chinese from color. They brace on best ram or Ghana. So me call no na me catch my officer and say, today in the gym, I realized that I achieved my aim of letting Ghana sit in the hearts of Chinese people.
China, fast forward, 2019, 2020, COVID-19. Story nene say,
Story in India, I think that we need a lot of science. We need a lot of science and the people who understand what is going on to tell us what happened or what could have happened. Because meanwhile China no, no, they were blaming other people for saying they are ba omukrom. Ufro omukrom was also ba outsider. Other people say someone akofa yare naba. Enti me mamu de minim de ba de minim ni say me kai say na me hwe TV. Sata me bagana December 2019 am call back 15th. A week later me hwe TV na breaking news ba I say near in a prepare for Chinese holiday. Once the Chinese for normal calendar system near different. Yeah. And we were preparing and about say mo be in Tukwan. Just news flash, mo be in Tukwan. Obia baby obia stay where you are. You say why? Say Arabi Abba. Now almost say Chinese forces so the way they work they say obia Tukwan ko baby kwaye adwuma. And to mo holidays you mo ndi ho agro. And the holiday bar it is an cranny ko train station. Ipa bebre obi ekọ ne kro. Almost say start say nipa ni move a ya na be spread into obi antina ne krom. Ti dey na etina nti na ye hu wo ma so no mo hu so nti that time ni yesi mo obi an hye dem window kra men bie nti it was very scary but me hu say your students need be brave wo baby na yare no no nti my first instinct was how do I protect the students initially the idea was that you remember free Wuhan or other provinces but then realize because you see obi an stay where they were. And we just needed to engage students on a continuous basis to make sure that I am sharing and kicking on there form. That became my priority. Then we later on extended it to the Ghanaian community. And to me, no more friend Mr. Zoom. Because from an opportunity, meet me a Zoom call with the various communities. You know, we kasa, we are the Masani group, we are kasa, Adecha, we are kasa. And don't want to me Mr. Zoom because China across that time now you any Zoom. There's that near you up for banana papa. The chain will be Mr. Zoom. To me who Zoom need the nature say. No. We kept the engagement to a time I say a boy a quite there more President Mark when say Yemfa Womumra. But there's still a lot of ifs. And no matter say yeah bye. But things do go wrong. Science sometimes does go wrong. But it's how you are prepared important. And then the Chinese for any idea in terms of managing the situation, making sure things worked. I also feel say Ghana see idea sometimes no more. If you China we do Ghana I realize the management was very, very good. Very, very good.
You know how difficult it is for you to ensure say Ghanaians are safe, especially for Momo ambassadors. So we meet say NCA Ghana for this year to coin as stories or mobile business or mobile business. How is it difficult for you to ensure say are safe and then they also protect the integrity of Ghana and Kasana or Mufrimuno? Oh baby, Omobia.
I think that in the main, most Ghanaians, they are safe and they abide by the laws. If you so be a chroma, you have to abide by their laws. And your crobiana, wait me a copacho. China and your cry, and radio ultimate pacho. One more citizens cry, and radio ultimate pacho. And you have to understand that rule. Say, mentimi mpacho na botae a wode si w'ani so sɛ aha wenti na meba akuro no you focus on it. A lot of times no people who get into trouble in other countries no botae a wode si n'ani so kɔɔeɛ no wɔkɔ a na a deflect na ɔkɔyi biribi foforɔ na akɔfa problems abrɛ no. But in the main, I think it's a crobia because whether it's China, whether it's Nigeria, if you focus on why you are there, you achieve your goals. And you have to also give yourself time. So what I say. Now, crobia is now decided say, media hanam pesa metina. The first thing you have to do is to make sure say, who are the right people are the better. So what I say. And you have to set your principles and objectives and stick to it. But unlike other countries, Ghanaians in Hajunic Sisa, we have maybe the 5% to be we ambassador umbema headache and no need jailer or bibi no. But the majority of people there, we don't have problems with them. And a place like China, no, we have to negotiate better living conditions. Because China, no, and you baby now bibi near. We are foreigner, you say we are foreigner. Obetimi atina. So what I say. But sometimes no bo hope so atina East Legon. Because be or here Juma eben East Legon. Yeah. If you say East Legon adan here nefe. And we negotiated some of those things here. There has to be who person atina East Legon now we are foreigner so atina East Legon. So what I say. Because omo a control mechanism. Sometimes not say one person atina East Legon as a foreigner. But they want to be able to control their own people. The people say, allow foreigners to be no bad habits. Now, they are harm because policy is 1.4 billion people. In Tiakase, Tinasiwaha, yes, or Tinasi. Yeah, Fena, or Casa, Argentina, Semitina. So what I say. Yes, Ghana, no case will be international. I didn't know the same thing. Oh, let me see. And sometimes there's a cultural difference. But when we catch a Ghana from her and say, you can't say Tina. Because when you crop, no, that's the law. Yeah. Let me see, maybe you are American. Sometimes, American corporate is so strange. You can't say, yeah, dear, now. Oh, yeah, I know, Kubusa, boss, I didn't know the same. So what I say. Oh, yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, now I've also do ideas, but I want to make certain questions. Oh, and it's that kind of cultural shift they say people should have. Say, be America. I didn't know America. Just kind of okay, you focus. Now, of course, no corners will be calling disco now could do next year. When I go fast, Mamma, and I say, will be going to be here. So, to me, I just think that people should understand why they want to travel. I mean, I've traveled around the world. Asia and I'm in Hopapa. Present my opportunity to China. No, I enjoyed it. I've traveled in Europe, I've traveled in Africa, I've traveled now in China. The most successful Ghanaians you meet, to a tongue Katie, or your banking, or your school, whatever. Ushio more Ghana has it. Ushio more Ghana. Yes, nipa bebre tu kwanto or you bet me about be sidine, or bet me about na bush and for. But the amount of effort and work we are willing to put in when we are outside Ghana, no. If we put in half of it, you will come and say, there's no way you will not be successful.
Ambassador, Mimbusa said, who Abusa who said, Daintina, you will come here to me, Yanisa.
You will come here to me, Yanisa.
Yeah. I want Dane or prepare, come out with the year, Juma, or a month from cruise, just to make life, no. I don't know, you will come Hanumwa, yen to me, Yanisa. And as opportunities, no, anyhow.
I think the first one is discipline. Because Chrome is easy. So, China, now US, now I'm so near Juma. You be two or three them will be in Kebimo. I also there be two of them will wait me about it now and chain. Life is easy, Kakra. Life is easy. You know, sometimes then to me, push yourself forward. But Ghana will be pushing itself forward to be a no. Wonya de ope. Wonya. Ebi a wonya ne kakraka but wo kakra de wo benya. But I also feel say successive governments haven't done too well because opportunities have to be created for people to have hope. Say ade me ye. Asubeti me aba mfaso. So what I say. Or you be as a bit me entrepreneur. So we have to also make sure that entrepreneurs. The system creates jobs and creates a net which will take care of them. So that we free, from net in the bechu. One day, net in the bechu. Now, some net in a young man who say, if you could be a tough for more, we take about from no, and a man for 2 coin. If government can make it such a way that we have a rescue net to be here, because we collaboration now here, Juma, seriously, no. If you are Juma, essay, with me in your welfare, kakra. But it's a temporary net. That's what I say. And the other see it me when a government has to put in place some of the social intervention methods. But no, maybe if you say, Ghana former MPP, chance, it's not a bunch to check a those things will be put in place. The social intervention nets will be enhanced because also in the last 29 years, MPP has had 12. This is their 13th year. NHI is a social intervention net.
Yeah.
So what I say, Unisika now call hospital a show. President Kufuor free maternity. We are here now on your Ubenya. There was a metro mass. Wait me afro bus, which you are na na buy no the free SHS aba na say me call kuma se na watchman bia na wote ye fie na me busa ma me say ish me hu na che ana ma me ka share me say ish ne ma na wie ba ku wie we university obewie we the first batch of
free SHS
for na we university na me say wow do kan na me say na me kwa me fi free SH am say ish and they don't know timinya sikama ne man call school ba ko am say Anglican secondary school na ba ko Wesley girls to kan am say ish na ma me say hwe ade free SHS na ye de na nka wono ba de ne ba ko it's a social intervention net so what I say in a few years time no there will be no uneducated Ghanaian. This is why one person will go school there. What do you think I said? I'm a minister can't in a man go school and I'm papa nisika. And the truth of that, a lot of people were falling out of the system because there was no net to catch them. So what I say. And if we can do a lot of these social intervention nets, it will give people hope to stay. And we have to also build the infrastructure and give people hope.
Right. Ghana's former ambassador to China, Ambassador Edward Boateng, and I didn't come on. Yeah, baby, on officer, Mr. Enchekra, na also an alcohol on minor afa. And saying any who crata about one thing said, my penny, as I to Gidio walk a woman say, co na a cocoshe tema oil refinery, no tall. So, how do you see the responsibility there?
Juma, meet me. Juma, so mammy cry. Because you said, let me run Turner Broadcasting for the whole Africa, 54 countries. So I know how to solve problems. No, I think it's a financial problem. But whatever problem it is, because we may call her. The first few months is for me to learn what the problems are and sit with the people there and we'll find solutions to it. Every problem in this world is solvable. We'll be to me come moon and any how the intimate solve your problem. I think for me, I never quite Madame Papa and Mammy say they taught us how to solve problems. You have to solve the problem. Because I call CNN for Madame Fubika say, now the decision away. Who free Coca-Cola, Ako, CNN, Ghana, near Africa, Nipa send a TV. I was a Ghana, Nipa send a TV radio, but I no crow. Because that time made me free Ghana, no, GB is almost 35. no more upon 10. Yeni ani eti Kumasi Kwande, sometimes if you have it me for 6 months now with TV that because they be a transmitter and I say. So I say, and that was an image they call Yedi Chrome. So I say, and I call African countries, baby, I'm call ya no money TV. And we solve the problem. So I say, we start with the president or we start with the information minister and we went through the drills. And today, all of them have TV. I told you about breakfast show.
Yeah.
There was a problem because they were not used to doing morning programs. But we created the framework and solved the problem. Obviously, I better yet me will be 3 o'clock. No problem. Drivers no point time being 5. When was it from 10 to 5? You know, okay, oh da. I did chia. Sorry, 3 o'clock. Nakofano. Moya sa 1 week and no more rotate. They do baby. They were sorry 3. No, I say okay. Media no kwana mepe because no kwana me da. Mintimin dana. Jebiana me da. Intimipe. We solved the problem. To me, I don't know the problems there, but we are here there. But I know it's a.
I'm for it can be a what to say.
But I will solve the problem. So Nana Casa in Kodia. Mimiti on from me transfer president Befra. There's a president saying Kodia. I will solve the problem. And I'm not joking.
You will solve the problem.
I will solve the problem.
That will be a legacy you might want to
I want to be. Tell me call China, me catch up and say me free her say ya. We sell your gun and you know to China. Chinese ni who obebu. So what I say. And then people go to who are in China and they will attest to it. The students will attest to it. Like when I told you, me cry almost say me call Ghana no. They all broke down in tears. Because there is a way to deal with people for them to also respect you. So what I say. It's the same thing. I was the only black person who was in the executive committee. But they be a mekasa no muti. Because I also made it I made it a point to understand them and for them also to understand where I was coming from. Program B was CNN, she friend inside Africa. Yeah. One day the catch her say, me meet me town CNN African programs in Kano. Oh, train. Now I'm say, train in a most of them person musika no problem. Me I make a copy sikaba. That was the first time CNN did a program without internal funds.
Wow.
To me, boss of I'm catching and saying those days, my raising $1 million. They started Inside Africa program. Inside Africa was, I think, 98. It's the longest serving magazine program on CNN.
And I raised the year.
I'm raising here. And I'm Mexico. Yeah. Out raising. I'm the brown. That was the first time when we were programmer. Yes, started program by your tongue. Because I tell me, I'm in Mexico for the or Africa. And you catch me, I'm catching him say, hey, there's no point in crying, say. CNN negative. You create any idea. To waste 50,000, we say. But the first week, you know, my raise canary. Yeah, this started program. No, me say me free, but it's still running.
Yeah.
It's the longest serving because that program has always made money from day one. And CNN for us to take me approach, and they started using it. To me, say, I'm because I'm a person of CNN. I'm family. But they be almost Edward used to solve problems. And it's a problem which is there. I don't know how big is the problem, but seriously, there's no problem that cannot be solved.
Because Edward used to solve problems.
I like solving problems.
Amazon Bedasi.
Me
name the overcame to na Yaja Kwan.
First, Meda Chairman went to me, and he went to me TV as he said, Mama made this platform. Chairman was also a problem solver. So what I say. I feel say more year Juma, Papa, into Munkoso, Baso, because it's very good. And then 29 years now, Mobile Cabayano. 29 years in the life of a political party is still very young. So I believe that if we can push our NPP party to become what we all envisaged or what our forefathers and the people who dreamt about the party started, it will also push the other political parties. Because the truth of say, if we do a good job, others will copy. It's very, very simple. Others will copy. Because Ghana's democracy is working, you know, the whole of West Africa and Africa, they copy. And example was, I said, elections for Nigeria. And the other party need lose. And I'm for and then there was a young girl who was working for the senator. I saw her and was say, Mom say, Nagana, they be almost some presidents. What happens? Okay, the girl was about 18. No, your research. So I was say, Mom saying, tell us, okay, and that was it. Papa, no, sorry, I know you have a point. It's good things here. I believe that the way we are going as a party is very good. We just need to deepen and enhance it. And in so doing, the other parties will also copy us. But at least they will copy so that we have a better country. So it's important to also celebrate milestones as the 29th, as we did today. I hope we'll celebrate the 30th, because celebration and recognition of effort is also important, very, very important.
Yes.
I
was now for former ambassador to China, Ambassador Boateng, and you need to come on to me TV, and I say want to me radio on behalf of my crew, led by Fred, Chris, Mr. Boateng, Kwame Dinkel Jr. and in two. Now I feel more Wofi, Boshe Bayima, and all the other guys. We are grateful for your time, and then your listeners, your viewers, to know. We are grateful for your time too. Good evening.